Hello guys, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. They say you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. The truth always prevails at the end of the day. Unfortunately, the government of Nigeria, the Tinubu administration, has failed to acknowledge what the truth is. Despite seeing the patterns of the killings in the last number of years, they have failed to acknowledge it, thereby bringing us further disgrace. And you find them shouting, Trump should apologize for calling us a disgraced nation. To me, it's as if what they are doing is having the people under the cabinet go on interview to try to distort the truth or try to tell people otherwise. And then we find them also it doesn't just end with their cabinet also. It's as if they're also going out there, to tell other bodies as much as they can convince to say, okay, this is not exactly what's happening in Nigeria. For people where Nova pull mouth since when the thing they affect us the most. I see is it Africa, whatsoever, a video I just stumbled on a couple of hours ago saying that there's no such thing happening. And you could just say, may find something, just hit these people somewhere. It's an insult to the families that have lost people on account of what's going on, what they're trying to deny. And look at the Minister of Foreign Affairs, or whatever it is they call him, disgracing himself and disgracing the nation further. To the point where we say, he and human rights advocate, a foreign human rights advocate, don't exchange words on space. So it sounded like an insult though, but man, it is the truth. And we have to take it hook, line, and sinker. As much as it pain, let the truth be told at the end of the day. I love the fact that, okay, this human rights advocate was able to give it to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Woto. That's one thing that I love in the whole thing. So it happens that the Minister of Foreign Affairs in a PS Uncensored was available to talk about the genocide. And then he went to his Twitter page and then, said all the things he said. And boom, there comes a foreigner to wash this man down alongside other Nigerians. Waiting they worry some of these our people. Waiting they worry some of these our leaders. What do they want to achieve with the whole thing of, no, it's not happening. No, it's not happening. When evidence abound, what's their intention? What do they want to achieve? That's the question I keep asking. Rather than focus on doing the needful, they are trying to paint a narrative. I don't understand the nonchalance and careless display by this government. I don't understand it. It is at its peak for me. And this is not in any way palatable. They really need to watch it. They really need to watch it. Before I get to read the exchange of banter between the Minister of Foreign Affairs and a human rights advocate, I'm going to show you the video of Peter Obi talking about, the whole saga and some other stuff in Nigeria. The video and then we'll be back.
For me, as a politician, my only little suggestion and contribution is that we know where we are now in our country, like the critical junction. So they don't know where nobody needs to tell you people whether things are going right or wrong. I was just talking to somebody this morning. I said, in the past 2 weeks, we've had a position where the President of America has made a statement. I even asked General, I'm sure General will be lecturing you more on it, had made a statement. And in that critical tweet, issue of genocide, killings were mentioned. I asked General, and I'm happy he's there, and I've asked somebody earlier before you this morning, because I met another general that was coming here this morning in the plane. I said, General, what do you think about this? And I've asked General this morning too. where we have a situation where somebody mentions something, and instead of looking at the stark reality, are they killings? Yes. We spend time debating whether it's genocide or not. When I think we should have put ourselves together, face the stark reality that is the killings, and find out how we can organize diplomatically and everything, how we can be helped. But for me, what is most important in that tweet is the second line, which says, non-disgraced country. Non-disgraced country. People have asked me, because I've read a lot of news, people are saying, are we disgraced? Are we now this? Are we that? My little, as you people, because like I said, you people are the ones that will shape the future. It's a question we need. As a philosopher, one thing that is central in philosophy is that unexamined life is not worth living. You must go back to yourself and ask yourself. So somebody asked me that question, said, non-disgraced country. I said, what are you talking about, non-disgraced country? What is wrong in it? Why is it that anytime people make comments, instead of looking inward, we're looking the other way around? You are a country with the highest number of 4 people living in one country. 130-something million. You've even gone beyond where a combined population of the 2 biggest countries in the world, which is India and China put together, nearly 3 billion, you have more people living in poverty than 2 of them combined. And you're worried that somebody called you now disgrace. Why don't you look back and know where there's anything that's causing you disgrace behind you? You're a country where you have 20 million people, children out of school. No other country. And you're not worried that somebody called you non-disgraced. We've overtaken India, 7 times our population in infant mortality, and you're worried that somebody called you non-disgraced. You're one of the hungriest country of the world. Even Ukraine at war dashed you grain to fight hunger, and you're saying non-disgrace. Why don't you look back and know whether there's a disgrace behind you that you can deal with? You're one of your safest places to live in. And that's what I want you people to look at when you read it. It's not about, because some of us, often when we say, even people say, oh, you are demarketing the country. It is not demarketing, to tell the truth. So I urge you, you have what it takes to start getting us politicians to start thinking differently. It's not as if we don't take steps that are not good. Yeah, there might be steps we're taking that are good. Nobody says everything is bad. For example, we remove subsidy. That is a good decision. We've unified the currency. That's a good decision. But for God's sake, you cannot do this too, because you've seen World Bank now and say Nigeria took this decision. But why is that this good decision not working for us? Because you cannot tell people to fast when you're 50. You need to deal with the executive rascality of expenditure before your monetary policies can work. You need to deal with corruption. You need to deal with the issue of the cost of running government. I was telling somebody this morning, I said, listen, because whenever I go, people ask questions, I said, listen, we've just had a new mayor of New York. I said, the young man is on age, level of 36, 40. I said, Google his net worth. Is worth 200, less than 200, about 200 $100,000 is running a city with a budget of about 115 billion, 3 times Nigerian budget. Yet, if they see that young man with 2 vehicles on the road, I can assure you, he will not be mayor the next day. 2 vehicles, I didn't say 3, 2. He just said, I'm mayor of New York. I cannot move around like this. I said, that is the problem. We have a California that is the 6th biggest country in the world, with almost a 5 trillion economy. They don't have a lodge in Washington. If the governor tries to put a word, it will be dismantled. So these are things we need to start looking where we have a teaching hospital. There's so many things. It's goodwill that I'm supposed to be telling you, but I need to also bring things you need to think about and everything. For me, I want you people to do tour. President, go to your national hospital. You can't stay there. The stench there will not allow you to stay there. It's your #1 hospital in the world. The budget of that place is about 10% of the budget of National Assembly Clinic.
His Excellency Peter Obi just made my day. Okay, not true. It's because we have leaders who are clueless. For goodness sakes, somebody made a statement. One tweet in the last 2 weeks. I have seen everyone from the Tinubu cabinet coming out to talk, to push a different narrative, to the point that we saw the Deputy Senate President saying that the Trump government needs to apologize for describing Nigeria as a now disgraced country. I beg, are we not disgraced already? Courtesy of the leaders that we have and their cluelessness towards leadership. And let me tell you, it's not going to end there. It will keep coming, just like it came from another human rights advocate that is not even in Nigeria. It will keep coming because we have people going out there to go and try paint a different picture entirely. When the set of people that went to report Jonathan completely forgot that the US government must have been doing investigation for so long. These people actually pick the things they want to see on social media space and what they need to neglect. Those videos, especially that one of a foreigner disclosing clearly that there is a military base near one of the hideouts of the Boko Haram. Did they not see it? Did they not see it? How can millions of Nigerians see it and they will say they will not see it when they are always on social media space looking for people criticizing and at the same time looking for what Peter Obi has said? If they lie, let them keep getting angry. The truth remains the truth. Focus on the emphasis. You chose to deny the whole thing. Okay. Now, pick it up that there's a killing and end it. Pick it up. How do we do? There's actually a killing going on. Both the Muslims and the Christians. The farmers cannot go to their farm. So what do we do? Who are the people? At this point in time, we have to name these individuals. Just so the disgrace of a country that we have been described as can be erased. No. It is continuous display of shamelessness. They don't just get shame at all. Just like in Yes on Wike trying to defend and explain rubbish for a video we've all seen, making us to look like a fool. For something we'll see with our eyes. Everyone in the cabinet just acting whichever way they deem fit. He said this is disgrace, not because so. So long as the government refuse to pay emphasis on what has been said and focus on trying to preach or push a different narrative, having different people from the cabinet, and at the same time we see the AU, whenever talk about the killings, caution the government over the killings, put marks on this issue. They don't even say, oh, the government of Nigeria stop the killing. It's outright denial of what's going on. So long as they keep moving in this direction, the disgrace will continue. Serious, how much is our debt? And we have the robust staff assembly still pushing more. The disgrace will continue so long as they keep towing this line. The truth, you cannot thwart it. You see this whole thing, it has gone viral. I'm going to read what, the Minister of Foreign Affairs tweeted, and then the response that he got. That was epic, alongside the reactions of some Nigerians. The Minister of Foreign Affairs wrote, I appeared on at Piers Morgan's flagship program, at Piers Uncensored, where I presented a factual and contextual perspective on the misleading narrative and allegations of religious persecution in Nigeria. My explanations, supported by verifiable data, may not have conformed to certain preconceived views. However, for the sake of integrity and transparency, it is essential that the full interview be aired exactly as recorded without edits or selective omissions. Nigeria's truth must not be distorted to fit external biases. Now, he wrote this, and then immediately we have Godi Gama responding, saying here, how embarrassing for you. You couldn't even answer at Piers Morgan's question, and he caught you in several lies. Maybe in Nigeria, you can get away with your nonsense, but this doesn't work in international media. You are a liar and a genocide denier. You have to be born evil, saying it is unfair to claim otherwise because there is evidence everywhere. The US doesn't intervene without facts, and the current government were the ones that first reported the issue to the US as opposition. Queen B is saying you've been further embarrassed, disgraced, and disappointed. The time for propaganda, lies, and covering of evil is over. The world's attention is now on Nigeria. Maxwell is saying make them the mumu. Thinks Trump is acting based on social media. It's not further embarrassment. Is this not further disgrace to the nation called Nigeria? Who are the people disgracing us? Is this not further disgrace? And I said this because of this tweet. So long as the government continue trying to push a narrative, they are the ones trying to mislead people. Evidence abound. All the pastors waiting for notes waiting they call since the pastor Dachomo is he higher than one other one since. For goodness sakes, how do you want to tell them that what they saw happened, or the people they buried they are not people, they are empty coffin in quotes as described by what's his name Gumi? How do you expect them to take that? You are the one trying to deny what the truth is. Accept what the truth is and work towards making things better. At this point in time, the picture you're trying to create is that, okay, there's no such thing. We are not prepared to fight this. We don't have issue. You even went ahead and said, okay, we have security issues. Okay, what is being done to put this thing to a full stop? A complete end. What is being done by the government? Since 2 weeks, we never rest. But they chose the paper all of them because they call us disgrace nation. It is saying you pain on a pass some of us. But then what do? It is the truth. And nothing but the truth. These things, they are supposed to be motivating factors for the government to want to do better. But no. They are still denying something that I'm quite sure that the government of the US must even have details, and even other foreign investigators might have even more details than themselves. And you're saying you have verifiable data. What verifiable data? Which one? Hi, God of mercy. How did we even end up with this kind of people? How did it will not be well with INEC? It will not be well with INEC. The beginning of solving the problem starts with acknowledgement, apology, sympathy, and then assurance that you are going to do it, not just in words. People see you start taking action immediately. But, mbano, it is not this administration. The same way Daniel Bwala was disgraced by another foreign person when he took to his social media handle to go and tweet nonsense. You see how They think the international media don't see these things. Tomorrow they'll be shouting up and down. Deputy, they shout. They should keep it up. Oh. If they want further disgrace, they should keep it up in this mode. This method they are going, they should continue. And they will keep receiving that disgrace until they learn to do the right thing. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That's when you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.